Hello everyone, let's try to solve another very good logical reasoning set in this video. The question is, a couple was confused as to what to name their newborn son, so they went to a numerologist and he suggested the following. A numerologist considers the numerical value of all the alphabets as a equal to 1, b equal to 2 up till z equal to 26. So they went to a numerologist to suggest a name to their newborn son. So the numerologist will be considering the values of a equal to 1, b equal to 2, c equal to 3, d equal to 4 up till z equal to 26. Then we have some clues here. It must be a 9-lettered name starting with R. After that, the letter H must appear in the name twice and there must be at least 3 other alphabets between them. So basically all these clues are telling us what will be the name. They are telling us which letter will appear at which particular place, its value. So let us see the questions directly. We'll go to the next slide and try to solve the questions. First one is, what can be the difference in the values of the letters at 4th and the 9th position? So we can only answer this question if we know the letters that are at the 4th and 9th position, and then we'll have to find out the difference in their values. Second one is, between which of the following letters and the middle letter of the name are there exactly 2 other letters. So for this also we need the name and all the letters that are there in the name. Third one is, what is the difference in the value of the letters at the 3rd and the 7th position. So for this also we need the name and all the alphabets in the name. Fourth one is, what is the 6th letter in the name. So let's go to the next slide. We'll be going through these clues once again and we'll try to guess the name. So let us read the clues once again. It must be a 9-lettered name starting with R. So let me make 9 spaces over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We already know that the first letter will always be R. So this will be R. And I'll be writing all the letters fixed in a square box. So square box will denote all the letters that cannot be changed. And we have already been told that the name will be starting with R. Then the second clue is, the letter H must appear in the name twice and there must be at least 3 other alphabets between them. So we'll have 2 H in the name and between those 2 H's we'll have 3 other alphabets. Now since we can have those H at these positions, so basically let's not put H into these places now. We'll find out some other clues that can be put into the positions. So the next clue is, the letter Z should not appear in the name. So we do not have to include the letter Z. Then the next clue is, exactly one vowel must be repeated and 1/3 of the letters in the name must be vowels. So 1/3 of the letters in the name must be vowels. So we have 9 letters over here. 1/3 means by 3, which means there will be 3 vowels. And we have to make sure that exactly one vowel must be repeated. After that, there should be exactly 2 prime valued consonants in the name. So that means we'll include just 2 consonants into the name which will have prime values. But since we have too many options for this, there can be too many vowels which will have prime values and we do not know the exact position where to put them. So we'll be reading the next clue. The sum of values of all the vowels in the name must be 23. So now we know that the sum of values of all these vowels will be 23. So let me write down all the vowels. We'll have A, E, I, O, U and we'll choose 3 vowels and we'll repeat one vowel and the sum of their values must be equal to 23. So A has value 1, A, B, C, D, E has value 5, I will have value 9, O has value 15 and U has value 21. So let us try to make pairs of 3 vowels in which one will repeat and they will have sum equal to 23. So if I put A 2 times and U 1 time, then I'll have 1, 1, 21 which give me a sum of 23. After that I can also have a pair of I, so 9 plus 9, 18 and E along with it. So 9 plus 9 plus 5 also gives me 23. So first of all we tried to repeat A, then we got the value of U equal to 21. If we repeat E, then E plus E will give me 10. I need 13 more, but there is no vowel that has value 13. If I repeat I will have to repeat I 2 times, which will give me a sum of 18. So that means I need 5 more to make it 23. And there is a vowel E, so 18 plus 5 equal to 23. That's how we got this pair. If I make O repeat, then 2 times O becomes 30, so it exceeds the sum. U, 2 times U becomes 42. That means it again exceeds the sum 23. So that means there are only 2 such pairs of vowels, I, E and A, U, which are giving us a sum of 23. So that means we'll have 2 cases here. Let me take another case. R will be the first word. But now we do not know where to put the vowels, their exact position. So we'll be reading the next clue. The vowels must occupy prime numbered positions in the name and must not be placed next to each other. So that means they are occupying prime numbered positions in the name and they should not be placed next to each other. So if I put a vowel at 2, I cannot put a vowel at 3. We already know that 1 is a prime and we already have R at 1. So if first prime is put at 2, next will definitely be put at 5 and next will be put at 7. We can also put a vowel at 3, then another at 5, then next at 7. We cannot have any other positions for the vowel except these 2. Let us read the next as well. Sum of values of first 3 letters, middle 3 letters and last 3 letters in the name must be 26, 43 and 32 respectively. So this doesn't give us anything. Next clue is the prime valued consonant must be the third letter in the name. So at third position we have a consonant. So it clearly cancels this case in which we were putting a vowel at position 3. So we'll have a consonant at place 3 and that consonant will have a prime value. So that means this case where we were putting vowels at 3, 5, 7, that case will be cancelled. So let me remove it now. So the only possible positions left for vowels are 2, 5, 7 now. Then the last condition is the couple followed all the conditions in naming their son. So all the conditions are being followed in naming their son. So now we know about the positions of vowels. So the possible values were A, U and I, E. And we also know that the sum of the first 3 letters, middle 3 letters and the last 3 letters in the name must be 26, 43 and 32. So we'll decide which vowel will be put at which position. See, we already know that the value of R is, its value is 18. And we have to make sure that the sum of first 3 letters must be equal to 26. So if I put U at position 2, then the sum will exceed 26 because value of U is 21, value of R is 18, R plus U is 39. So that means I cannot put U at position number 2. So with U we have vowels A, so that means definitely A will be the vowel that will be put at position number 2. Now we have only positions 5 and 7 left for the vowels remaining, which are A and U. So A can be here, U can be here, or if A is here, we can have U also at this place and A also at this place. Similarly, another pair of vowels was I, E, and we again have to make sure that the sum of first 3 letters is 26. We already know that R has value 18. So it clearly means that I cannot put vowel I into position number 2 because then 18 plus 9 it will exceed the sum 26. So the only vowel that can come at place number 2 is E according to the second case over here, second pair of vowels. Now we have I and E as the vowels remaining. So if I is here, then E will be here. If E is here, I will be here. Now we know that the sum of values of first 3 letters was 26. So in first case we have R having value 18, A will have value 1. So at position number 3 we'll be having the letter having value 7, then only the sum can be 26. So letter having value 7 is, it is G. So G will be put at position number 3. And in the second case we have R having value 18, E having value 5. So 18 plus 5 23. We need 3 more. So letter having value 3 is C. So we'll put C over here. Then we were told that in the second clue letter H must appear in the name twice and there must be at least 3 other alphabets between them. So if we put first H at position number 4 over here, next H must be at position number 8. This is a possibility. And if I put H at position number 6, then the next H must be at position number 10, but there is no such position number 10 over here, so that means the only places for alphabet H will be 4 and 8 only. So now we have also fixed the position of H. Then after that we were given that there must be at least 3 other alphabets between them, that means between the two H. So we have chosen the position 4 and 8 for H. We can have more than 3 alphabets between them, between the position of those two H. So if I put one H at 4 again, then the next H could be at position number 9 as well. So which clearly means that H can take positions 9 as well over here. So let me put H at 4 as well as 9. So we have 4, 8, 4, 9 as the possible position of H. Now after that we have the sum of middle values as 43, and middle values are 4, 5, 6. So if I take the first case, H plus A, H is having value 8, A will have value 1, so 8 plus 1, 9. And to make the value 43, I need 34 more, but there is no such alphabet having value 34, so that means we cannot have A at the 5th position, we'll have U at the 5th position. So if U is at the 5th position, H has value 8, U has value 21, so 21 plus 8 gives me 29. To make the sum 43, I need 14 more. Which is the alphabet having value 14? It is letter N. So at position 6 we will have letter N. Then in the first case we already know that at position 5 we have U. So at 7th position we will have A. So let me erase A and U from the 5th position. Now let us finally use the third last clue, which said that the sum of values of last 3 letters must be equal to 32. So we have A, H, H over here. And we already know that one of that H will be occupying either position 8 or 9. So let me find out the value of A and H. Because we know that A and H will definitely be there, we need third letter which will make the sum equal to 32. So sum of values of A and H, it is equal to 1 plus 8, that means 9. To make the sum 32 we need 23 more, and which is the alphabet with value 23? It is W. So that means we can have W also at position 8 or at position 9. So I hope this is understood. We can have W or H at position 8 or W and H at position 9. Let me write this properly over here. If we have H at position 8, we will be having W at position 9. If we had W at position 8, we will have H at position 9. Similarly, let us use the same conditions to find out letters at 4, 5, 6 positions, because they are the middle values. So they must have sum equal to 43. So if I take H and I first, H has value 8, I has value 9. So 9, 8 means 17. To make the sum 43, we need 26 more. So which is the alphabet having value 26? It is Z. But we were clearly given in the third clue that letter Z should not appear in the name X. So that means we cannot have I at 5th position. So let us check with E now. H has value 8, E has value 5, 8 plus 5, 13. To make the sum 43, we need 30 more. So which is the alphabet having value 30? We know that there is no such alphabet having value 30. So E also cannot come at the 5th position. So that means if neither I nor E can come at the 5th position, the whole second case is nullified. It is very incorrect. So that means only case 1 is possible. So let me completely erase the second case over here. So this is the only name possible. Let us try to solve the first question now, since we have used up all the clues and we have found out the name that can be possible. First question is, what can be the difference in the values of the letters at the 4th and 9th position? So 4th we have H, at 9th we have W or H. W has value 23, H has value 8, and at the 4th position we have H having value 8. So the difference between 8 and 23 will be 15. Difference between 8 and 8 will be 0. Now since we only have 15 in the option 2 will be the correct answer. Let's try to solve the next question. The second question is, between which of the following letters and the middle letter of the name are there exactly two other letters? So with which of the following letters, so that means you have to consider all the options and the middle letter of the name. So which is the middle letter? It is letter U over here. So the first option is A. Do we have two letters between A and U? Yes. Do we have two letters between W and U? No, we cannot exactly say it because W can either occupy position 8 or 9. Do we have two letters between H and U? No. Between G and U also we do not have two letters. So option A will be the correct answer to this question. Let's solve the third one now. The third question is, what is the difference in the value of the letters at the third and seventh position? So third and seventh position, G and A. G has value 7, A has value 1, difference will be 6. Let's solve the last question. So the last question is, what is the sixth letter in the name? So it is N. Option 2 will be the correct answer. So as soon as you connect all the clues, check all the conditions, it is very easy to solve this question. I hope you understood the solution. If there's any doubt, please ask me again. Thank you.